So the one here on the left is going to be your before. This is your slicey-ish driver or losing distance. That's the right drive, okay? This one on the right-hand side now is your after, okay? Now to summarise quickly and sort of what you want to think about really in terms of on the course or on the range next time you play. Setup-wise, I think just looser in the grip. Don't squeeze anything, because the tighter you go... The way to think, I always strikes a lot of people, imagine you holding a pencil or a pen. Okay, that's how loose you hold a golf club. Okay, you're loose. Well, if I said to you now hold a golf club nice and loose, or a pencil, should I say, you can control that pencil quite easy. If I said grip it in your palm and squeeze on for dear life, I mean, think of your kids and stuff. They're swinging a pencil, holding it like that. No control, is there? Get in the fingers. Oh, I can do it. Get the old triangle grip they talk about, and now you can actually manoeuvre the pencil and they can write their name. Okay, we're trying to better control this to better control that and where he's pointing. If you're locked tight at grip, you've got no control of that head end, okay? So the ball will just do whatever all over the place, okay? So, if we look at your takeaway now, previously, as we said, the club would get quite a long way behind you. And this club moves back. Where's he going? There you go. So the club now you can see sort of going a long way kind of behind you here. Disappearing outside the way of the camera, because your right arm is basically doing this. Okay, that club to go there, so you're basically creating a forearm rotating clockwise quite a lot. Now, the forearm does that on the way back. Vis-a-vis, it's got to do that on the way through. All this corkscrewing, I call it, or sort of over-rotating there, you never have a chance. Because the backswing goes back at one speed, your downswing is probably 3 or 4 times faster. So how much time have you got from the top of the backswing to get that club back to the golf ball and try and square that club face up? Not a chance. I mean, you're going to be 1 in 10 will be good. On a driving range, when you're a little bit more loose and relaxed, you could do it. But then in reality, when you get on a golf course, it's just see you later. Okay, so that was your takeaway there. If we look at the comparison now on here, this is you doing the practice drills, okay? So you can see the club face now. There's your club face. There's your spine angle. That club now is perfectly square, okay? Now it's in a space sort of nowhere near the golf ball, but that position now is what we're looking for in terms of my sort of viewpoint, okay? How that club's going to be, okay? And the clubs then would work back there a bit further. And there at the top of your backswing, okay? If we zoom in here, left arm, the club's pretty much square on that line there, okay? So you're in a good position there, keeping the width, left arm nice and high, elbow down, so you've got your right hand now, it's almost like holding the tray kind of mentality, that's sort of holding up there, so your right arm is facing the target, your palm is down, your palm is up, and then basically we said low five the golf ball or slap the golf ball with that right wrist. That is how your wrist in the golf swing is going to feel, okay? If we compare that move now with this club as you go back, you can see when you get to the top of the backswing, how your left arm is a little bit sort of behind you and stuff. The right wrist is a little bit there, but not quite as much as we need it to be fair. And then as you start coming back down to the big over the top, now, big kind of like, all from the shoulder, all from the tense. If your right shoulder's tense and you try and move your arm independently, the shoulder's going to come with you. So when you want your arms to kind of fall down here, this is tense, this has got to move. So this tension is going to cause a lot of problems. As you come in the golf ball now, your path, if you get to this position here now, you can see the club face. There's kind of that club now is outside the line of your hands. If I compare that now with this one here as you come down, okay, as he's coming down, this is your practice. That's fine, that's your practice. So this is the real swing now. Okay, so top of the backswing, as you start coming down, and again, we said your path will be a little bit active, but look at the club when it gets to there. There you go. That club face now is basically in line with your hands perfectly. So when it comes into the golf ball, it's coming from a nice sort of path. The ball now starting right at the target, and actually we watch the screen, the ball now spinning right to left, so that ball now is curving in that fashion, not going over there, because you've controlled the face. Now, admittedly, the first half dozen, the strike was a bit, because you're doing something different. And this is why I think when people say, I'm going to get worse before I get better, what I think actually happens is the contact will be affected because you're doing something different. But by having the club sort of throughout the spaces in the golf swing around your body being squarer and an ability now for you to move better, you're going to actually hit better bad shots, So when you hit a golf shot on the range, I mean, I hit all the time, because I always know when I hit a good shot, I can feel it. Well, yeah, of course you can, you're at the sweet spot. That's what they feel. They can't feel the difference between a good shot and a bad swing, or a good swing and a bad swing. If there's no ball there, they wouldn't know anything about the difference in the swing. They just feel the swing of the golf club and that's it. But the second you make contact, you go, I can always feel a good shot. Yeah, because you hit the sweet spot. Like any sport, if you kick a football and you just connect with it like a half volley, or you hit a cricket bat with a cricket ball, whatever, or your tennis ball, any of these kind of sports, there's a sweet spot involved. you can feel a good impact, okay? But by that time, it's too late if it's a good or bad one. You can't change impact because the ball's been given the information. So if we can get set up there, as at the start of the video, palm down takeaway, palm feeling up at the top of the backswing. To do this, I think you have to be lucid to be able to control your wrists. Think about when you're going to high five, you don't go locked and go, ugh, and try and use every muscle in your body. Just let your arms swing, and that right wrist is basically going to sort of slap the golf ball, as we said. So that kind of makes sense, yeah? So simplify as best we can. Loose grip, yes. Yeah, come on, that's fine. Lovely.